IMTC 2018 here in Miami is at the final day, and I think it's a little time to recap. We had some fantastic days meeting new friends. This is how Gastón and I met at one of the fintech panels moderated by Rob, which was fantastic. Gastón had a very interesting approach on fintechs and the Mexican fintech scene, while I was representing the European side. Gastón, maybe you want to give us a small introduction into your company and what you are doing, why you came to IMTC, and then we can start talking regulation. Even though some people might not think it's so interesting, we like it a lot.
Thank you, Nina. It was great meeting us, meeting each other here in IMTC. This is my first IMTC in my lifetime, but I'm very excited. I used to be in the money transfer industry, and I'm coming back to it for the reasons I probably will talk about. And it was great sharing with you some of my ideas of what's going on in Mexico regarding fintech, and in particular with our company, Qpagos.
What is Qpagos offering their clients, and where are you operating? Do you might want to give us a little introduction?
Qpagos is a US public company. Really, we are a US company, but all our operations are in Mexico. We got started in Mexico in electronic payment services. We have a very interesting approach to the marketplace. First of all, Mexico is highly unbanked, so in reality, there is a digital divide. Everybody has smartphones, everybody has phones, but they cannot complete really electronic payments because they don't have the cash in or the cash out from electronic devices or cards. So what we have in Mexico is a self-service kiosk that allows people to make payments into all these service providers, about 150, 200 service providers. They can pay utilities, they can top up their phones. So we are really in the middle of this environment in which we want to participate in financial inclusion, bringing people the benefits of electronic payments. So that's what we're doing in Mexico today.
So I understand that there is a new fintech law in Mexico, and I think your company is definitely part of the target group. Tell me about this fintech law and how you fit into the plans.
Yes, Nina, we're very excited. In March 10th of this year, the new law came about, and actually for about 1 year before that, everybody was talking about the fintech law and how we would motivate and really this nascent sector of electronic payments. And they actually benchmarked the law on European ideas, especially the UK. So we felt that we definitely are part of that. So the fintech law in Mexico today finally is regulating crowdfunding, electronic wallets, especially the open loop ones, and virtual assets, which is cryptocurrency. And lastly, what is interesting, it has also a sandbox concept. So we applied to be in the sandbox, and we're going to be in the sandbox with these novel ideas and novel payment methods. And so we will be regulated by the regulatory body that actually regulates banks and financial institutions, but being in the sandbox, they give us about a 2-year space in which we have lighter regulations.
Do you want to tell us about your experience with the Mexican regulator? How do companies approach them? How is this sandboxing working out in reality?
Well, in fact, I was very impressed. 2 weeks ago, we visited the regulator. We sent her an email. I mean, this is the person that actually manages the sandbox. We sent her an introduction to our idea. And she said, well, come and see us. So we had an informal meeting, and they gave us a few ideas. They were very excited. I think they're very welcoming because, first of all, it has generated so much attention public that they want to really elevate the level, even to the fact there is already associations of fintech spaces. There is an association for fintech crowdfunding. There is an association. So all of a sudden, there's a lot of momentum, a lot of enthusiasm that has been really created by the regulators. So I'm very excited. I didn't think that it was going to be such an easy process. No. So we are going to be in the sandbox soon. I'll let you know.
Oh yes, that would be so interesting. And thank you so much for this interview. I am really looking forward to catching up with you in Cancun at the next IMTC in April and discuss regulation in your home country.
Wonderful. It's a pleasure. Thank you, Nina.
Thank you.